On my lunch break at Walmart, I was talking to this one girl I was really interested in, and I finally, got her with me. We chilling. And during that time, I really want to understand what other people were doing. Like, I want to understand, especially people my age, like, do you have a purpose? Do you know your purpose? Do you know what your future is going to look like? Do you have goals? How do you spend your time? Do you have hobbies? Like, I was really deep into that. And so everybody I talked to, I was questioning them. And this girl was like no one else. I was questioning her. And I remember I got to and I wasn't doing like invasively. Like, I wasn't making my intentions known. Nobody knew I was just trying to like dissect what their life is like and all this stuff. But I was just, asking questions. And I remember I asked her, what do you do when you get off work? Like, how do you spend your time? And she dead ass was like, I just sit on my phone until it's time to go back to work. Like, I don't really do much. I don't do nothing. And when I heard that, I was like, I felt disgusted. I'm not gonna lie. Not even at her though, but at myself, because I saw myself like years ago in her. Like, that was me. Like, I would get off work and do nothing but just entertain myself. And I was finally able to break out of that. It was just weird that the more I talked to people and like question them, not even just her, but just other people, they all said like the same thing. Like, when they get off work, they did nothing but just wait to go back to work. And knowing that I was in that boat too, while I did feel a little disgusted, I also felt a little empowered, because I realized that it's really not hard to get ahead. Like, if you want to get ahead in life, I'm telling you, just stop entertaining yourself. Or at least stop entertaining yourself with mindless things. Because I definitely entertain myself. It's just I entertain myself with, I got the hiccups. I'm sorry. But anyway, golly, please, God, take this away from me. But I entertain myself with creating content. I entertain myself with reading books, going for walks, working out, listening to podcasts, spending time with my friends and family, going on adventures. But one thing I barely spend time on or like entertain myself with is highly stimulating devices that leave you passive for hours doing nothing. I'm doing things to help me grow. I'm doing things to create memories. I'm doing things that make my well-being higher, because the happier you are, the more successful you are. And it only stemmed from me getting rid of my TV, me getting rid of my video games, and me getting social media off my phone completely. Now, does this mean you can never do those things? No. If I'm in the living room with my parents and they're watching TV, I'll watch it with them. Literally today, my dad has an Xbox One. He has Rocket League on it, and I'm going to hop on it after work to play with my friend. If you haven't done it in a while. So I'm not saying like you can never do it, but I'm just saying don't make that into your lifestyle. Because the moment that becomes your lifestyle or just entertainment, you're going to be like most people. And you're never going to change. Because most people, when they get off work, they just escape from their life that they don't want to be living. But that doesn't have to be you. Work on yourself more than you choose to entertain yourself. Like, that's the key point. If you click off this video right now and just choose to work on yourself only, and you choose to not spend as much time on entertainment, your life will change. I'm literally telling you, I promise you, in 3 years, you'll be looking back like, wow, I'm a completely different person. People will be looking at you with like awe in their eyes. They'll be inspired by you because you got that aura. And you only got that aura because you're not doing what the average person is doing. You're literally growing. You are growing. And that's what we need as humans to thrive. We need to grow. But we are stunted by growth the minute we get out of school. School forces us to grow. We have to read, we have to learn, we're around people, we're engaging, we're getting into sports, extracurriculars, like extra activities. We're active, all that stuff. But do you know, like, the average person, when they get out of school, they read like 3 books a year. But the highly successful 1%, millionaires, billionaires, they read 3 to 4 books a month. You see how there's a big gap between the average person and the person who's succeeding? The average person, if they aren't reading books, if they're not learning, what are they doing? Entertain themselves. They'll tell you. I promise you. If you go up to anybody and ask them. 9 times out of 10, they just entertain themselves. Literally. But when you found that one, and you ask them how they spend their time, they're not going to just tell you, oh, they're just watching TV. No, they're learning. They're working on themselves. They're growing. And that's what we need as humans, to grow. Don't be like most people, because you wouldn't still be watching this video if you were like most people. You are the chosen one. And you have a fertile ground for the 1% mindset. Your future can look totally different. You can get whatever you want in this life. And I would not be saying this if I didn't wholeheartedly believe this. Because honestly, to change your reality, all you gotta do is have the right mindset, which I'm continuously giving you. This is why I continue making videos. This is why I stopped teaching the tools. Because honestly, the mindset matters more than anything else. Because when you get the mindset, the behaviors will come in. But to change your reality, it's just, you gotta have the right mindset and do the right behaviors for a long amount of time. Now, you can't make time, you can't rush through time. But you know it's passing. You know the months and years are passing. So imagine if the months and years are passing with you having a mindset that you can be successful, you can get whatever you want, and the behaviors are you doing what it takes to be successful. You're learning, you're growing, you're choosing new hobbies, you're more productive, you're spending time with your friends to increase your well-being, to increase your happiness, because you know happiness brings success. If you do that, I'm sorry, I'm speaking fast. If you do that, your life will change. You won't be like most people. You'll be like the winners in this life. Now, if you need guidance along the way, if you're pumped up, like, okay, you got it, I'm going to change. I'm going to do what I got to do. But you need help. You have no clue where to start. I made a starter kit just for you to help you get your life together. It's in the first link in my description. Well, honestly, the only link in my description. Go get that if you want it. It's not like a need, but if you want it, it is there for you. Regardless, you have so much room for growth. Your future can be whatever you want it to be. But you got to do what the average person isn't willing to do, which is focus on your growth over entertainment. I will see you for the next video.